learned to run from love beyond our time. My knees bent on a thunder-struck night. My mother, in her usual moonbeam way, danced down the piece slant. In the shadows of the fencing gym, we were the only cold-edged bodies to ever exist. Steel limbs scraping broken logic. We fought, and she chased, and retreated until an ocean yawned awake between us. The first rule of fencing is that the piste, the metal field we run on, is a cage, inhospitable to any animal and primed for violence. You must keep your distance, chase or be chased. To stand static is to become hostage to a silver flurry of accusations, is to become easy prey. So this is how the bout always goes. My arm, a steel shard sharpened, aimed at my mother's slanted chest, begging to splinter any soft, muscled object. And she beats back, riposte. The steel evaporates into a set of gnashed teeth spilling siren, her metal sobbing again. Promise me you will not turn ghost, turn bed full of nails, turn girl, flaming biblical, girl, flaming red, the river you will drown in, the mirror of earth you made, of paradise lost, you will drown in your sleep of red fruit. If the man at the end of the aisle is not a man, and instead a minefield of apples, she makes the Pacific a peace, renders me both target and God, vulnerable from all distances. The second rule of fencing is to avoid succumbing to the flesh. In fencing, the flesh is a move that signifies total collapse. One gleaming torso colliding into another's orbit. My coach called it the last resort, this marriage of conductive surfaces, one moon unlatching an asteroid belt. It starts with the hand, my coach always said. The grip moves first. See, the flesh is the ultimate commitment. If you do not hide your desire within the calculated width of your wrists, you will fall into uncontrollable orbit. You risk a skiving, you risk your body, you lose. And you will wake the next morning with the outline of your opponent's counterattacks mapped across your legs, black blue blooming like a garden of shadows. For 13 years, I am a good student. I am afraid of mouths, each sticky, food-flecked mask of love that leaks out, so I prefer the mask of metal mesh. I run when the boys in class turn animal, crash towards my collarbone. I allow myself to be chased off of the piste. I lose. Still, in all that cold distance, in the corners of the gym, I wanted to be held so badly. I wanted the caress of anything but my own sweat. And what is collision if not the endpoint of desire? So I started dreaming of the flesh. My fingers wrapped around the blade's blunted crook, its pistol end, driving my wrist, my forearm, my elbow into an explosion for all my other halves to follow. Over and over, I imagined this constellated shower, my palms barreled so far forward, I could stare back into my opponent's gnashed teeth, sparking flames like stars bleeding white. Yes, it is not enough to simply survive. It is not enough to retreat these days. I want to step back onto the piste. I will rename the stakes. There will be no victors. There will be no prey. I will stand on the line and say to someone, yes, I will commit to the flesh. My blade arched toward your chest. My flesh sweat-fisted. My flesh unguarded, my flesh tired of all this distance. Here I am, hands ungloved, wrist bones machined for the onslaught. I fence you in and make a bed of our chests. I flesh and we fuck steel, we court a corp. We fence ourselves captive until the gym bursts into want. The referee does not call halt, so we fence all night. We flesh ourselves empty, and tomorrow we will wake in a field of ache, blooming blue. Look, I have never wanted to win this game. I only want to be held amid the crash.